the sun that shines without asking. Ah, my soft-pawed disciples, each morning the sun rises. It does not knock on your tree trunk and ask, "Did you enjoy my warmth yesterday?" It does not demand praise for the flowers it awakened or the shadows it chased away. The sun shines because that is its nature. It gives without needing thanks. So too, my disciples, must you learn to give, not because someone is watching, not because you will be praised, but because your warmth, your kindness, is needed. Be like the sun. Shine, and do not ask why. The squirrel who waited for sunrise. Ah, have you ever been up before dawn? You sit on a branch, wrapped in the hush of night. You wonder, will it ever be light again? Some squirrels panic. They scurry, they fret, they chatter at the stars. But the wise squirrel waits. She knows the sun will rise because it always does. Not when we want, not when we demand, but when it is time. And when it rises, it makes the waiting worth it. So too, my disciples, when life feels dark, do not rush, do not despair. Wait, breathe. The sun is always on its way, the branch that turned toward the light. You've seen it, haven't you? A branch, twisted and curved, stretching toward the sun. No map, no schedule, just the slow, patient movement toward warmth. It does not chase, it leans. So too, my disciples, can you turn toward what feeds you, toward laughter, toward peace, toward what feels like light? You do not need to flee your roots or leap to another tree. You simply need to turn, just a little, just enough, and the light will find you, the leaf that burned in the heat. Disciples, not all sunshine is gentle. There are days when the sun blazes, when the bark cracks and the leaves curl. Some squirrels say, "More sun, more sun. It brings life, but too much light, it can burn." The wise squirrel knows when to bask and when to retreat, to sit in the shade, to cool the pores, to rest. So too, my disciples, must you learn balance. Even the good can overwhelm. Even light must be taken in the right amount. Find your rhythm. And when the sun is too much, nap beneath the leaves, the cloud that hid the light. And then there are days when the sun is hidden, the sky turns grey, the wind sighs, the forest dims, and you wonder, has the sun left us? But no, my disciples, the sun is still there, behind the clouds, above the storm, waiting. You may not feel its warmth, but it is watching over you. Just because you do not see it does not mean it is gone. So too in life, when joy hides, when hope feels distant, trust the unseen sun. It is there, and it will shine again. The log that held the morning warmth. Disciples, sit upon the sun-warmed log. Feel how it holds the morning's glow. Though the sun has moved, the log remembers. It shares its stored warmth with your paws, your belly, your tail. So too, you can carry the warmth you've received from a kind word, a gentle glance, a moment of stillness, and share it. You need not shine like the sun to bring warmth. Sometimes, you just need to remember the light and let others feel it through you. The squirrel who chased the sun all day. My energetic disciples. Have you met the squirrel who chases the sun? At dawn, he leaps eastward. By noon, he is panting, still sprinting. By dusk, he is exhausted, having never stopped. He believes, if I keep moving, I will catch the light. But he misses the stillness of noon. He misses the beauty of long shadows. He misses the peace of stopping. The wise squirrel knows the sun is not meant to be caught. It is meant to be felt, to be rested in, to be appreciated, not conquered. Stop chasing, my disciples, Sit, soak, receive, let the sun find you. Ah, my mist-swirled disciples, today we do not chase the sun, we sit with the clouds, for what appears heavy above may be the gentlest teacher of all. The cloud that forgot it was still water. Ah, my soft-pawed disciples, there once was a cloud, drifting high, puffed with pride. I am no longer earthbound, it thought. I have risen above rivers and puddles. I am a noble cloud now. But one day, the wind grew fierce. The cloud scattered, pieces of itself stretched across the sky, thin and ragged. I'm vanishing, it cried. I am nothing. But the wise sky whispered, you are still water, even in your scattering, even in your softest mist. So too, my disciples, you forget. You rise, you fall, you change form, but at your core, you are still you. Whether you are steam, storm, or still pond, remember, you have not lost yourself. You have simply shifted shape. The fog that asked too many questions. Ah, disciples, you know the fog. It creeps in low, curling around your pores, hiding the path. And some squirrels, they panic. Where am I? Where is the branch? Where is the meaning? Where is the why? The fog, hearing all these questions, grows thicker. It says, you do not trust me to hold you. But the wise squirrel sits still. She does not ask. She listens. She feels the branch beneath her. She breathes. And when the fog lifts, it always lifts, she sees clearly. My disciples, questions are not bad. But sometimes the answers do not live in the asking. Sometimes they live in the waiting. Trust the fog and breathe. The storm cloud that thought it was a curse. There once was a storm cloud. My disciples, full of lightning, booming with thunder, the forest grew still as it approached. Birds hid, squirrels shivered, leaves trembled. I bring fear, the storm cloud thought. I must be a curse. But the storm came, and after the rumble came rain. The roots drank, the mushrooms woke, the river laughed, and the forest whispered, thank you. The storm cloud, confused, asked, you are not afraid of me? The trees replied, you brought life. Ah, my disciples, some of you fear your strong feelings, your anger, your sorrow, your intensity, but you forget. Sometimes those feelings bring renewal. Let the storm come and trust that something will grow. The cloud that moved without resistance. Ah, my disciples, a small cloud floated above the canopy, peaceful, easy. The wind nudged it westward, and it went. Then the wind shifted north, and it went. Don't you have a destination? Asked a hawk. No, said the cloud. I have trust. And so it drifted. It changed. It thinned. It thickened, but never fought the breeze. And because it did not resist, it travelled farther than any cloud before it. So too, my disciples, you cling to where you are, to what should be, to what was. But sometimes the most sacred thing you can do is allow. Let the wind move you and see where the sky wants you to go. The wind that carried the cloud away. There once was a small cloud, heavy with grief. It hovered low, never moving. I must hold this, it said. This is mine to carry. But a gentle wind rose. It whispered, let me help. No, said the cloud. If I let go, I will forget. I will dishonor. But the wind stayed, soft, patient, kind, and eventually the cloud loosened its grip. The wind lifted it, higher, lighter, freer. Ah, my disciples, grief is a sacred weight, but sometimes you carry sorrow long after it has taught you. Let the wind carry part of it. You are not dishonoring the past. You are allowing your spirit to rise, the cloud that made room for light. Ah, my soft-hearted disciples, there was once a dense cloud who filled the sky with shadow. It carried old grudges, wounds, memories. I will never let in light again, it vowed. But a small breeze opened a crack, and through it, a single ray of sunlight slipped. And when light touched the rain inside, a rainbow appeared. The cloud gasped. I did not know I could make something beautiful, my disciples. When you hold on to bitterness, you block the light. But when you open, just a little, just enough, you make space for wonder. You make space for light to pass through you. And in that moment, you become something new, the thundercloud who spoke the truth. There was once a cloud full of thunder, holding back its voice. I must stay quiet, it thought. If I speak, I will scare them. But inside, the lightning grew, the pressure built, until one day, crack, the sky split with sound, and all the forest froze. But then came the rain, and then the soil softened, and then the flowers bloomed. Ah, my disciples, some truths are loud. Some truths shake trees and unsettle nests. But if spoken from honesty, not rage, they clear the air. Do not fear your thunder. Speak your truth. Let it rain. Ah, my rain-soaked disciples, come close beneath the branch. Let us listen to the teachings the rain has whispered into the roots of the forest. For not all wisdom arrives with thunder. Some wisdom falls, one drop at a time, the rain that fell without being invited. Ah, my soft-pawed disciples, there once was a rain cloud who hesitated at the edge of the sky. I am not wanted, it whispered. They will grumble if I fall. They will run and hide. But the forest below was thirsty, the roots dry, the moss wilting, the streams fading, and so the rain cloud let go. It fell, not because it was invited, but because it was needed. And the earth drank, the trees sighed, the seeds awoke. Ah, my disciples, sometimes you'll be called to show up before you are asked, to offer kindness when none is requested, to be the nourishment someone didn't know they needed. Do not wait to be wanted. Be the rain. Fall anyway. The squirrel who feared getting wet. There was once a squirrel, oh so tidy, who feared the rain. I do not like how it feels, she said. It ruins my fur. It chills my bones. So she built shelters, tucked herself into leaves, avoided the sky. But one day, the rain came sudden, no warning, and she was soaked. She shivered, she growled, but then she noticed the smell of wet bark, the sparkle of droplets on the grass, the rhythm of the drops on her tail. She laughed, and in that laughter she grew braver. Ah, my disciples, you fear discomfort. You avoid what feels messy, uncertain. But rain does not come to ruin you, it comes to soften you. Sometimes you must let yourself get wet, to discover you will not melt. The drop that fed the root. There once was a single drop of rain. It fell unnoticed, no thunder, no flash. It landed quietly near the roots of a tree, deep in the shadows. I do nothing, it thought. No one sees me. I am not enough. But beneath the soil, something shifted. The tree drank, the roots stirred, a leaf opened, and over time, a branch grew strong from that leaf. And from that branch came fruit. And from the fruit, another squirrel was fed. So too, my disciples, you may believe your actions are too small to matter. But no drop is wasted. No quiet kindness is unseen. You feed more than you know. The log that remembered the rain. There was once a fallen log, broken, mossy, forgotten. But after the rain, it steamed with warmth. "You are not?" asked a shivering squirrel. The log replied, "I remember the rain. I held it in my bark, and now it warms me, and you." So the squirrel curled up beside it, and others came. The log became shelter, hearth, memory. Ah, my disciples, the moments of tenderness you've received, hold them, let them soak into you, so that one day, when others need warmth, you will remember, and they will feel it, the leaf that could not catch every drop. There was once a large leaf, high in the canopy. When the rain came, it spread itself wide. "I must catch every drop," it said. "I must hold it all." But the rain kept falling. The leaf overflowed. The drops spilled and splashed. "I have failed," it wept. "I was not enough." But below, the mushrooms laughed. "We thank you," they said. "Your overflow feeds us." Ah, my disciples, you cannot hold everything. You cannot do everything. Let go of trying to catch every drop, fix every hurt, solve every problem. Let the extra fall where it may. You never know what your overflow might nourish. The rain that helped the forest grieve. There came a storm, heavy and dark. It poured down upon the forest, and the trees did not resist. They wept with it. The old leaves fell. The soil turned to mud. The nests trembled. And the forest grieved. But when the storm passed, something gentle remained. A silence, a freshness, a clearing. My disciples, rain is not always joyful. Sometimes it falls when sorrow cannot be spoken. Let it fall. Let yourself grieve, for grief is not the end of the forest. It is the clearing that allows new things to grow, the puddle that reflected the sky. Ah, after the rain, the forest stilled, and in the low places, puddles gathered. A young squirrel ran to leap through them, but paused, for in one puddle he saw the sky. Not just the clouds, but the space between them, the light, the endless blue, and he sat. Ah, my disciples, you are so quick to move on, to shake off the rain, to scurry toward the next task. But sometimes, after the storm, the world becomes still. And in that stillness, you can see truth. Do not rush through the puddles. Stop. Look, you may just see the sky.